Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain java.lang package. In this java.lang package, I am going to explain object class, java.p, java.lang.object class. Now in this object class, if you observe, we have methods like hashCode, equals, clone method, toString, notify all, wait, so finalize method. So these are all the methods which are present in our object class. Here object class is a parent class for every Java class. Now coming to these methods. So first of all, I will be trying to explain toString method. So let us move into toString method. Now I will be shifting into edit plus. So here I am taking class a student. In this class student, I am trying to have a constructor. I'm not means I'm going to have a properties. So private string name. Here name is equal to I'm providing some name Rahim. Private int roll number. I'm providing some roll number here. Now in this main method, I'm going to create a student class object. Student s is equal to new student. Now after that, I'm trying to print this object reference variable of student. So what will be the output for this student class? So before that, I have to save this program. So now I'm trying to save this program student.java. I have saved. See, whenever I am trying to print this student class reference variable, so what will be the output of this program? So now we will be looking into that. Java C student.java, Java student. So here you can observe that we are getting the class name at the rate. This is here hash code. Now coming to what is this hash code? So hash code is generated by JVM based on the address of an object. Now every object will have an address. So JVM will create hash code based on that address itself. So that is what hash code. Now here one thing I have to make you clear is whenever a programmer is trying to print any object or any object reference variable, internally toString method will be executed. So here what it got done means here the object class toString method got executed and it is just printing this hash code. Student is the class name and this is the hash code. So whenever you are trying to print object reference variable, it internally calls toString method. So which class toString method will be executed here? Object class toString method got executed. And that object class toString method, what it is trying to print here, it is printing the name of the class at the rate and this is the hash code. So here you can see the implementation of toString method, how it is got exactly implemented. So this is the way how it is implemented. So I am showing that now here. ToString method. So I will be writing the full signature here. A public string, a toString. So return get class dot get name plus at the rate plus integer dot to hexa string of hash code. So it got implemented in this way by defaultly. So whenever you are trying to print any object reference variable internally, this toString method got executed, and it is returning the name of the class. So this get class method will return the class on that I'm calling get name. So it is returning the class name, that is here student, and we are getting that student here. And we are having at the rate, so that the at the rate will be printed here. And after that it is calling two extra string on integer class, and it is internally again it is calling hash code. So so this is our hash code of student class object. Now, so whenever we are not trying to write this toString method internally, this got executed. So if I want to print the meaningful information of an object, whenever I'm trying to print that object reference variable, so what we have to do here is we have to override the toString method in our student class. So now I will be writing this toString method in order to print the meaningful information of an object. So simply I'm copy pasting this into my student class. So here what I am trying to do is return. So name I want to return, and and as well as roll number also I want to return. So now I'm saving this program. Now see here, Java C student.java Java student. Now see here, whenever I'm trying to print the object reference variable, what it is printing here, it is printing the name and the roll number of this class student. So this is the way how we have to override this toString method in our class student. So basically coming to string class toString method, wrapper classes toString method, collection classes toString method, string buffer, builder class toString method, it got implemented in order to represent the meaningful information of an object. So in all these predefined classes, this toString method got implemented in such a way to print a meaningful information of an object. But in our student class, so our own user defined classes, as a programmer we have to provide the meaningful information by overriding toString method. So that is what we have to do exactly. Now coming to this toString method, so in the previous case what I have showed here means this one. Actually this toString method internally it again calls a hashCode method. Now I will explain this hashCode method clearly. Now look into this. So one thing you have to remember is that what toString by default toString method internally it again calls what hashCode method. But here it is not calling hashCode method internally. So whenever you are trying to print, so this toString method got implemented directly, got executed directly. Now, for example, if I have not override this toString method, what will happen? Now see. Now I'm going to override this hashCode method. Public int hashCode return a roll number. Now, so whenever I am trying to print the student class object reference variable internally toString method called. So here also the same. Internally toString method is executed. That toString method again it calls this hashCode method. So now this hashCode method is returning the roll number. Now observe this. So you can observe here the student at the rate 1. So it is returning the hashCode. So you can observe here that whenever you are trying to print this object reference variable internally toString method got executed. That toString method again it is calling this hashCode method. In this hashCode method I'm just returning the roll number. Here the roll number is how much? 1. So that is the reason you are getting the roll number here 1. So you can say that this is the name of the class at the rate, and this is the hash code. So if you are not overriding the hash code, then it prints the dynamic generated number. Whenever you are overriding this hash code, it generates that roll number here. So that you can identify. So I hope you are clear this hash code method. You are clear about this hash code method. So I want to write the toString method also along with my hash code. Then what will happen? So public string toString. So here what I am trying to do is return name plus roll number. Now what will happen? Now see, whenever you are trying to print the object reference variable, internally toString method will be executed. Now this toString method will call hashcode method. Actually, it has to do that, but here it will not call. Why? Because you have overridden the toString method. You you have overridden the toString method. If you are not overriding, then internally that object class toString method will be executed. That object class toString method internally it calls again this hashcode method. Whenever you are overriding, then it won't call this hashcode method. So this only will be executed. Now observe this here. I'm saving this program. So see here. Whenever you are trying to print this object reference variable, internal toString method got executed. Here in this toString method, you are just returning name and the roll number. That got executed. But this hash code is not executed. Why? Because you have overridden this toString method. If you are not overriding this toString method, then object class toString method will be executed. That object class toString method will internally calls this hash code method, and you will be getting that roll number here. So that is the reason you are getting here student at the rate 1. So this is the difference. This is what I'm trying to explain in this session. So I hope you are clear about this toString method and hashcode method. So now I will make you to understand very clearly about this hashcode and toString method by giving the conclusion. See, whenever the programmer is trying to print object reference variable internally, object class toString method will be executed. That object class toString method will call again in hashcode method. For example, in our class, if I'm not having toString method and I'm having only hashcode method, what will happen? If I'm trying to print object reference variable, then it will call object class toString method. That toString method will call my hashcode method. Then only I will be getting this output. For example, if I'm not having this hash code, I'm having only this toString method, then what will happen? If I'm overriding this toString method, it will not call this hash code internally again. So it will just execute this toString method. So that is what about your toString method and hash code method. So thank you. I hope you are clear about this toString method and hash code method. So I will be discussing more on this hash code method in the later sessions.